Welcome to Book Solid, the home service growth podcast. Helping service businesses capture more calls, respond faster to leads, and turn more opportunities into book jobs.
Quick question. What if 2 hours of your time could find an extra $4,000 a month hiding in plain sight? Imagine opening a spreadsheet and discovering revenue you never knew you had. I want to show you exactly how to do that this week. No new hires, no expensive software, just a 2-hour silent opportunities audit that surfaces the top leaks in your shop and gives you a prioritized 7-day fix list you can actually run. Why a 2-hour audit? Because owners tell me they don't have time for grand overhauls. Short, focused work finds repeatable patterns fast. In 60 minutes, you can see whether calls are dropping in the same time windows every day. In another hour, you can scan a batch of tickets and spot the same pricing or parts problems over and over. The ROI is huge. Low friction, immediate insight, and fixes you can pilot in a week. This isn't theory, it's practical triage. First, prep. Before you start, gather 5 things: 50 recent inbound calls, 30 service tickets from the last 14 days, the last 14 days of SMS or text threads related to jobs, a snapshot of your 7-day schedule gaps or open slots, and basic financials like average ticket value and common parts costs. Put everything in one folder or a simple shared spreadsheet. Don't overthink it. The goal is a representative sample you can review in 2 hours.
Now the sampling rules, this part matters because bad samples give you bad priorities. Pick 50 calls that mix times of day, weekdays and weekends, and mixing outcomes. 20 calls that led to booked jobs, 20 that went unanswered or abandoned, and 10 borderline calls, those that had a voicemail or a partial intake. For tickets, grab 30 jobs that include a cross-section, 10 installs, 10 repairs, and 10 follow-ups or callbacks. Include jobs from high and low value customers. The aim is variety so you don't chase anomalies.
Here's the core of the audit. 8 pattern detectors. Say them aloud, use them as search columns in your spreadsheet. 1. Abandonment windows, times when calls stop getting answered. 2. Scope ambiguity, where intake left the tech unsure what to quote. 3. Missing photo evidence, no photos where photos would show needed work. 4. Parts mismatch, repeated orders for the same part after a job. 5. Pricing vagueness, weak estimates that invite haggling. 6. Confirmation gaps, no confirmation text or appointment reminder. 7. Voicemail triage misses, messages that never got returned within your stated SLA. And 8. Standby slot waste, slots left open or filled with low-value quick jobs when a bigger job could have been scheduled. As you review, flag each example you find under these detectors.
Scoring rubric time. For each flagged issue, use 3 criteria: frequency, how often it appears in your sample; revenue impact, conservative dollars lost per occurrence; and ease of fix, how quickly you can test a change. Score each 1 to 5 and multiply to get a simple priority score. Frequency times impact times ease gives you a quick sort. That way, a high-frequency, high-impact, easy fix jumps to the top of your pilot list. Okay, 3 rapid fixes that almost always pay for themselves in days. First, the confirmation chain tweak. Change your intake script so every booked job triggers an immediate confirmation text and a same-day reminder. One-line script: Hi, this is Jeff's team confirming your appointment for Tuesday at 10. Reply yes to confirm or call us to reschedule. Second, the photo at intake rule. Require at least 1 photo before a tech leaves the site or before you close a ticket. One-line script for techs: Snap 1 clear photo of the issue and attach it to the ticket before you finish. Third, quick parts pre-check. At dispatch, verify the 3 most likely parts and mark them reserved if needed. One-line dispatcher script: confirm parts, list top 3. If any are soft stock, reserve now and note ETA. Each of these removes ambiguity, speeds decisions, and reduces callbacks. Now, the 7-day prioritized pilot plan. Day 1, run the 2-hour audit with 1 owner or manager. Time box strictly. Day 2, score findings and pick the top 2 fixes. Day 3 through 5, implement fixes in a restricted pilot, maybe 1 crew or a single neighborhood. Day 6, collect KPIs. booking rate, slot utilization, parts pickup time, and callbacks. Day 7, review and decide stop, go. Assign owners clearly. Owner runs the audit, operations manager owns dispatch changes, a tech lead owns the photo rule. Daily KPIs should be tiny. Did confirmation texts go out? Were photos attached on sample tickets? Did reserved parts reduce callbacks? If the pilot shows improvement, scale slowly. A quick walkthrough of low-tech tools. A simple spreadsheet with columns for ticket or call ID, detector flags, frequency score, estimated dollars, ease score, owner, and notes. Use anonymized IDs. Don't keep customer names. The episode worksheet includes redaction tips and verbatim audit prompts you can copy straight into the spreadsheet. If you prefer paper, print the checklist and use sticky notes. The point is speed and shareability. Nothing fancy required.
You'll hear pushbacks. My team is too busy, or the data's noisy, or we can't change pricing overnight. Fair. 2 quick rebuttals. Timebox and pilot. Timebox to 2 hours so it doesn't become another endless project. Treat findings as hypotheses. Test small, measure, then scale. And include frontline techs in the fix design so changes actually fit field realities. If compliance or privacy is a worry, redact customer info and only share anonymized IDs in your spreadsheet. The worksheet has a simple consent and retention note you can follow.
Before we wrap, a conservative checklist to keep the audit tight. 1 owner, 2 hours, 50 calls and 30 tickets sampled with variety, 8 detectors scanned, scoring applied, 2 fixes piloted for 7 days, daily KPI check-ins, and frontline feedback collected. If anything feels overwhelming, cut the sample in half and still run the same process. It's about patterns, not perfection. If you want the silent audit worksheet, the low-tech template, and the one-line scripts I mentioned, grab the downloads at profitpulse.biz, plus the 107 Quick Wins Guide that walks through dozens of similar fixes you can test. Run the 2-hour audit this week. You'll be surprised how often small, repeatable operational changes reclaim lost revenue fast. Turn more calls into booked jobs.
All right, quick recap. 2 hours, a strict sample, 8 pattern detectors, a simple scoring rule, and a focused 7-day pilot with clear owners. Small rules, big returns. Try it, measure it, and tell me what you found. I read the listener notes, and these little audits keep paying for themselves. Thanks for listening.